Unshakable Spirit, Stories of Compassion and Wisdom. And today's story is number 42, on misunderstanding. Life is full of misunderstanding. When misunderstanding is resolved, closer trust is born. Okay, one more time. Life is full of misunderstanding. When misunderstanding is resolved, closer trust is born. Yeah, so because each one of us is living in our own world or bubble created by our karmic energy, so we see things very differently and we interpret things very differently. So life becomes full of misunderstanding. So, for example, kind of silly example, but let's say at workplace and your boss tells you, "Oh, go and bring the iPad, you know, the office iPad," and this employee goes and brings the iPhone, and then the boss, was having a hard day, so he or she is not in the best mood, so um, he or she raises their voice and kind of starts yelling, which is not good, obviously. Anger is a bad karma in this way in Buddhism. And it's a misunderstanding, and the employee will get hurt, and the employee will say, "No, I heard iPhone." And the boss says, "No, I remember exactly. I asked for an iPad." And, back and forth, back and forth. It happens between couples too a lot. Oh, I said this, and said, "No, you didn't say this. You said this." So life is full of misunderstanding, but I think for most people, the pride or conceit or our arrogance get in the way, and we are not willing to do self-reflection to entertain the possibility that maybe I misheard what this person said. Yeah. Because we think I'm right 100%. Everybody is operating from this perspective, which is not true. And so we suffer a lot. We create lose-lose situations because we get angry at the person who is accusing us not doing what they wanted us to do. There is always a possibility we didn't hear it right. If you think about it, in one day we have so many thoughts constantly. Buddhist masters, they say, like, it's around the range of like million thoughts a day. So all these thoughts constantly coming and going, and then when someone is asking us to do something for them, we need to focus. We need to increase our power of concentration, pay attention to every word they say. If we really care about them, about our relationship with them, that's the kind of work or effort that is required to be totally present and hear them out. But as life is hard and we have all these intervening thoughts, we get distracted sometimes and we think this is what we heard, but especially as we are moving from the place where we heard it to the place where we have to fetch it, all these intervening thoughts might create a change in what we thought we heard. So if we listen to Buddhism and understand that our true nature, we have pride and conceit and arrogance, as we just read in the chant book, that's what it said. Because of these workings of the mind, it's very crucial for us to do self-reflection and trace it back to the moment when misunderstanding happened and allow the possibility that I might have been wrong, and then fix the situation right away and turn that lose-lose situation to a win-win situation. That's how we can go forward towards life's ultimate purpose of true happiness a lot more effectively and gratefully. And then once this misunderstanding is resolved, closer trust is born because we constantly correct our own mistakes instead of being angry at the mistakes of others that we think they're making mistakes. I have caught myself many, many times when my autopilot, like automatically, the default mode was, oh, my husband misplaced this. He did this. And then when I calmed the mind and I did self reflection as honestly as I could, actually, it was myself that misplaced something. But automatically, we assign the blame to someone else. That's human tendency. It's our foolishness. And if we become aware of it more and more through this meditation and listening to Dharma, we will find a happiness that knows no bounds, as vast as the sky. The happiness that each one of us is truly deserving to obtain it, and that's why we are born, and that's what determines our true worth. Once we know our true worth, nobody can make us feel less worthy. So, good job, everybody, for being here, practicing this recitation meditation together. And today is Thursday, so we're going to have the webinar style, lecture style talk by Yuichi, 8 p.m. Pacific time for 1 hour. We do this every 2 weeks. And have a beautiful Thursday. Okay, goodbye.